It is BOGO Thursday. Yay. And we are joining you live here on Facebook, on Instagram. We're recording for those who can't be with us live. And we're talking all about oils for date night, or what I like to call bone chicka won't won't oils. So there's a lot of there's a lot we can say about this, and I think for me what's interesting is every time I do these classes, like, I go to people's homes and have these essential oil classes, inevitably somebody pulls me to a corner, like privately, and they're like, do you have any oils for libido? And I'm like, sis, that's your husband. Yes, we can talk about that. The
Fun
oils
time.
are right. The oils are so versatile. They can do so many different things. And I think we've both personally had experiences where we've seen the essential oils, impact our health as women, right? Our hormones and things like that. So I guess let's first just start out with an introduction. We're on so many different platforms. I'm Dani Flynn. I've been with doTERRA now for 5 years, since 2018. And part of the reason why I came is because I was looking for a natural solution for some issues that I was having around my cycle. So some hormonal issues was one of the main reasons why I came, and I was able to, after 25 years, come off of birth control pills and use essential oils and other natural things to balance out my hormones and just have an uneventful time of the month, which is something I've suffered with since I was 15. So that's one of the main reasons why I'm here, is I've seen personally how it can work. And then we have a doctor. Dr. Ashley Anderson is with us. Do you want to tell us a little bit about your practice, a little bit about your personal story?
Sure. Good morning. Sorry that that's echoing. I don't know how to fix that, y'all.
Well, the recording will be clean. Sorry. Oh wait, you're muted on. Yes, there we go.
Okay, cool. So, um, I'm Dr. Ashley Anderson. I'm a women's health nurse practitioner. What I do is take care of women with their bodies, their hormones. That is one of the things that people ask me about all the time, is libido. It's actually a question on our medical history form. Um, are you having low libido? Because it's such a normal thing that women experience. And so I came into doTERRA 8 years ago because I was looking for a natural way to manage my fibroid tumors. And so that's a whole off topic. If you want to know about that, inbox me. I'll send you my whole regimen. But I have always been very interested in natural ways to balance hormones because I think it's something that most women deal with. It's something that I deal with a lot in my practice. My practice is called Athena Health and Wellness, and it's here in Louisville, Kentucky. And I'm able to do a mix of Western medicine, married with essential oils and some herbs and stuff. And that is one of my favorite things to do. So I was very thrilled to see this BOGO because I love these two oils.
Yes, I love it so much. And so if you don't know, because maybe you haven't seen it, but we do have a BOGO happening starting today. It's running through Saturday, and it's two essential oils that are just powerhouse oils on their own. They smell amazing, and they do some amazing things for the body, but specifically for women in hormone balancing and helping to increase libido. They're just amazing. So Rose, so we'll give you the sale first, and then we'll get into some details about these oils and a few other extra oils in there for you, because there's a few that we can pull from, right? So first up, the promo right now is you buy a 10 ml bottle of Rose. So the Rose Touch. You think I have the oils with me, and I don't. But that's okay. I do have them. I do own them. So it's 10 ml of Rose Touch, right? You buy that, and then for free you get Jasmine ml, 10 ml Jasmine Touch. Both smell incredible. but they do so,
Yeah.
so many different things. So I just, first of all, one of the things I think women should know, hopefully you guys know this already, and this is just a bootleg explanation for me. Dr. Ashley, maybe you can give more of a medical explanation, but
Not bootleg.
our libido is directly connected to a hormone imbalance, right? And
Hmm.
so it's okay. You don't have to be, embarrassed. It's something that a lot of women deal with, and it really is just an imbalance of hormones. So what we want to try to do is balance those babies out, and then we can get the full range of human emotion, right? And feelings and emotion.
That
I
was
don't
not bootleg. That was
know.
pretty
Okay.
beautiful.
Okay. Okay. Add to it, sis.
Yeah, I think exactly what you said. So many things that women experience around menstrual cycles, the things that you were talking about at the beginning, even things like fibroids, PCOS, endometriosis, libido being low, all of those are hormone imbalance issues, specifically estrogen dominant issues. And so we can do a whole nother live talking about toxin-free living and things that can help us with that. But these two babies today, they are really helpful.
Yeah, for sure. And you're right. It is a whole nother live on how we can reduce our toxic load. But I will say the perfume industry is a big problem when it comes to our endocrine disturbers and our hormones. It does impact them. And what I love about these is that these essential oils are going to help balance the hormones, and they smell delightful.
They
So the
do.
oils that we're using are used heavily in the perfume market, right? They try to replicate what the good Lord has already provided us in nature. So you're gonna kill two birds with one stone. There's lots of good things. So we'll talk a little bit about just how, if you're new to essential oils, maybe you don't know how they work with the body. But a lot of essential oils, plants, nature, have aphrodisiac qualities, and the ones that we're going to talk about today work like a natural aphrodisiac. And it has to do with the chemical composition of these oils. They help to, get the circulatory system moving, the endocrine system, the reproductive system. It helps all of those things. And then there's also the aromatic piece to it. Do you want to talk a little bit about how essential oils work aromatically?
Yeah, so we have an incredible olfactory system in our body. So right under the bridge of your nose are receptors for the olfactory nerve. So when you smell anything within 20 to 30 seconds, that scent and whatever response your body is to register from it, that is sent to the olfactory nerve into your body, and the goes to the limbic system, and then your body is responding to that, just like if you went to the dentist and had laughing gas. So I want you to really think about aromatic things like Dani was talking about, perfumes. Anything that you smell is going to be in your bloodstream in less than a minute. So when we're talking about endocrine disruptors, perfumes, plugins, Febreze, all of the air fresheners and stuff, those are things that truly can impact and are impacting your hormones, which ultimately lead to things like libido issue and all of that. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so it's so true. So we have to be really cognizant of what we are putting on our bodies, in the air, and all of that, because of that olfactory system, specifically with the aromatic qualities. And also what can happen. So we're talking about like libido and hormone balancing, but also just the aromatic fragrance from these essential oils and the properties that are in them. It can also help to relax you, right? Maybe you're
Mm-hmm.
stressed, if you're super tired, you're exhausted, it's going to put your body in a different state of mind. You're chill, it just opens you up more to emotional and physical intimacy. So having an array of essential oils to pull from is a smart idea. So and then there's also other applications, ways that you can use essential oils topically, like as in a massage, which all of these oils we're going to share you today can be used topically, like with a massage, to just, again, help you relax, help put you in the mood, ease your mind, and help balance all the things out. So we're going to walk you through a few of our favorite ones, starting out with rose. Rose is the queen of essential oils, the queen of flowers. Um, Rose ain't cheap. It ain't cheap. And why? Well, it takes 12,000 rose blossoms to make one 5 ml bottle of essential oil. It's pretty, it's a lot. It is a lot of flowers required to make the rose, which is why um number one, I appreciate doTERRA for giving us the touch version, the more cost effective way to do it, right? And it's diluted with fractionated coconut oil. And the good thing about the fractionated coconut oil as well is it's not going to dilute the effectiveness of the oil, but the smell of rose is intense. 12,000 rose blossoms, right? It is intense. So it also kind of tones the fragrance down a little bit, and it makes it easy to apply topically to the skin. Our rose is sourced from Bulgaria. Of course, doTERRA believes in sourcing where these plants are uh, in their natural habitat, right, where they grow abundantly and naturally. Yes, it is intoxicating. Best Life Ever says.
That's
So
good.
right, it smells so good. Now, how you can use rose? You can inhale it. You can apply it to the lower abdomen. You can apply it to the bottom of the feet. You can use it in a massage. That's specifically if you're trying to use it to just kind of get you in the mood and stimulate, get things ready and right for date night. But there's lots of other uses for rose. I don't know, like, do you have any particular uses for it?
So I've used it for stress management before, and that's been amazing. I pulled out the emotions book.
Love it.
So when you want to feel loved, compassionate, healing, tenderhearted, accepted, you want to feel empathy and receive divine love. It is an oil that holds a higher vibration than any other oil on the planet and is a powerful healer of the heart. So I think this is totally appropriate for date night. But also, I'm claiming February as a month of self-love and self-care. So I think this is a beautiful oil to have and use on a regular basis for that.
Yeah, I love it too. Emily Wright always talks about it being the oil of self love, and she rolls it as part of her before she speaks at a presentation. She'll roll it over her heart. So I had a couple presentations last year, and I was like, let me do what Emily Wright does, and I rolled it over my heart. And what I found is that um, it works for me. It
Yeah.
works like this. Like, it
Mm-hmm.
calms me so quickly. Oh, thumbs up on Instagram. It calms me so fast. I also use it like if I am like heartbroken, if I feel really sad,
Mm-hmm.
and I'll roll it over my heart, and it just brings so much comfort, and yeah, helps promote that self love. So just an emotionally, it's a great oil to always have, and I like to always have it, and I love it when I can buy it because it ain't cheap. It's like what, $70, I think, something like that.
Yeah.
That's doTERRA giving us a deal, because the 5 ml bottle of undiluted bottle of rose, we're talking about rose essential oil,
Mm-hmm.
5 ml bottle is like over $400,
It's a
right?
lot.
Yeah, so that 10 ml at $70 is definitely a good price, especially for the power of that oil. So just a little bit over the heart, to help make you feel the love, and then also really good for the skin, right?
Mm-hmm.
Part of skincare. I also like to have it on hand because it really does support the immune system better than most oils. So I like to have it on hand if I have any sort of like skin infection or irritation, that nothing else is touching. Rose essential oils is really great. Is really great for that. So,
And
um,
I know you were talking about the price. I might have blooped out on this for a second, but did you mention how many rose blossoms it takes for one 5 ml bottles? I want people to just think, oh, they just put a high price tag on this oil.
right, yeah, 12,000 rose blossoms. 12,000 for one
Mhm.
5 ml.
So if you think about that, we just gonna say thank you, right? Because I don't know
Amen.
anybody that's gonna be out here picking 12,000 rose blossoms for 5 mLs for $70. Okay.
Exactly. And I mean, it's such a delicate rose flower, it's such a delicate process. Um,
Mhm.
so I'm just grateful for doTERRA for even going at it. And I feel like somebody just told me a story. Okay, see, this is why I have notes because I get off topic. But somebody just told me a story about Bulgaria is where oils grow naturally, right, and abundantly.
Mhm.
And we it was hard for us to keep rose in stock because of how many blossoms and how much effort goes into creating this essential oil. But they said over COVID, the perfume fragrance industry went down because that was the main consumer of rose
Mm.
perfume industry. It went down dramatically, and doTERRA was like, let me slide right on in there, and that's how
Slide
we
on up in there.
that's
And
how we
also, my little shameless plug in here for anti-perfume. I have not worn traditional perfume in probably at least 8 years now. Ladies, the beautiful thing, and even gentlemen, the beautiful thing about using essential oils for to perfume your body is like you can create your own signature scent that will smell like no one else because your body chemistry is going to work with it and it will show up a way on you that it won't for anyone else. Two, you can perfume yourself based upon how you feel. So if you're having a rough day, if you're dealing with some, strong emotions, you're down, you need energy, you're too anxious, you need to come down, you can perfume your body in such a way that you're getting both a great smell and you're getting some kind of medicinal type of and emotional benefits. So I just wanted to put that in there because a lot of times people are like, "What? You don't want me to smell like anything? I want to smell like a woman. I want to smell like a." You can still smell sexy and beautiful and all of those things
all of those
with
things.
something natural.
Right.
Mhm.
It's not disrupting the hormones. In fact, it's helping the hormones. It's a win-win. It truly is a win-win. So I'm grateful that we have these options. Um, okay, ready? Next up
Ready?
is the queen of the night.
Dun dun dun.
Jasmine is known as the queen of the night because it's typically blossoms in the night. You just get so
Mm.
many little tips when you do a little research. Our jasmine is sourced in Egypt. Again, we're sourcing where these plants grow naturally and abundantly so that we can get the most potent version of that plant. So it's going to have all of the properties that God intended them to have, right? We're not just trying to make a quick buck. We're trying to make sure we're getting the oils tight and right. So let's talk about jasmine. So I love oil. I love rose. I love what it does to me. I love how I feel with it. The smell of rose, I love it. But jasmine,
It hits different.
it hits different. It hits different. Everybody's body's different. Everybody's gonna respond differently to essential oils, that to the smell of oils, which is why we're giving you a few different options here. But I love me some jasmine. It smells so amazing. So I love it as a perfume. Usually I'll mix it with the rose to create like a unique scent. You can mix and match with these, like Dr. Ashley was saying. Again, it's gonna help for me, this is the oil of choice. It
Mhm.
definitely is a balancing of the hormones, definitely a libido booster. Gotta be careful with that, Jasmine. You can inhale it, you can massage it again on the lower abdomen, on the bottom of the feet. You can do like a little shoulder massage with it, however you want to do on date night, or just be smelling like it
Mhm. All the time,
all the time.
making people wanna go on date night with you.
Exactly. It's like that. These oils are like love potion number nine. Did you ever see that movie?
Mhm.
That's what we should have called it.
That's
Um,
a thing.
I know, right? So I also was just doing a little bit of research. I don't know how you use it, but like it's known to dopamine. Dopamine is a feel
Mhm.
good hormone, no?
Yeah.
Okay, it increases it. I put lower it in my notes, but it increases the dopamine levels, which is awesome. I also thought it was interesting in my little essential life encyclopedia, my oil encyclopedia. It helps with laryngitis, which is so interesting. And I'm putting it out there because I have a lot of friends who have lost their voice of late. Just apply it over the neck. And I haven't
Mhm.
studied and researched like the properties that are in it that would impact that. Maybe it's helping with the inflammation. I'm not sure, but look into that. If you got laryngitis and you get this BOGO, apply it over the neck. And then also I read that it was good for just like, labor and delivery, breast milk supply, if you apply it over the abdomen and the reflex points. How do you use it? Any tips?
Yeah, no, I like to use it just for stress management as well, but also it's one of my favorite oils to perfume with. So I like to mix it with lavender.
Hmm,
I also like to mix it with neroli. It's one we're going to talk about here in a second. Um, and cinnamon. Diffusing it with cinnamon,
interesting.
amazing. It is an incredible smell, but you just need like one drop of each because they're both such powerful smells.
Yeah, they're really intense. And some people it's too intense for some people, which is why we want to give you a couple of options that you could, mix with it. So I didn't realize lavender and jasmine. That seems like that might be a really good option. I'm gonna try that
Hmm.
one. I'm gonna try
It
that one.
smells good, girl.
Yeah. No.
Also, emotionally, jasmine is the oil of sexual purity and balance.
That's it.
Mm. Positive properties it can elicit: healthy sexuality, pure intentions, innocent, healing, self acceptance, intimate, trust, and safe.
Hmm,
Beautiful.
beautiful. All the
Mhm.
things you want on date night.
Also, I can also, for those who have experienced some level of sexual repression or trauma in their lives, this is a great oil to kind of break that fixation and help them to overcome that. So this is a really powerful emotional oil, even in the sexual space.
Yeah, I love that. I love that. See all the things that oils. I think people they don't get
People
it.
be sleeping.
Leave it on the oils. All
Stay
right.
woke.
Stay woke. Yeah, we got an oil that'll wake you up. All right, neroli. Neroli. So the BOGO is you buy rose, you get jasmine touch for free. Buy rose touch, get jasmine touch for free. All you gotta do is log in if you have an account. Just log in and type in rose, and you'll see rose touch, and you'll see that it's combined. It's already combined with the jasmine touch. I did it a little bit different this time. If you
Mhm.
are a doTERRA customer, you have an active doTERRA account or inactive, what we recommend that you shop smart, right? So what we recommend you do is that's going to give you about 66 PV. So add one of these other oils or maybe two of these other oils in there so that you can get your PV over 100. And then what that's going to
Free
do is it's
shipping.
going to give you gas, that free shipping. And if you haven't ordered in a long time, if you haven't ordered in over a year, that 100 PV loyalty order is also going to qualify you for another promotion that we have going on right now. So you can talk to your whoever introduced you to doTERRA, and they'll give you those details. But an option to add to your cart, neroli. Actually used that on my
Mm.
skin this morning. Neroli has how would you describe the aroma of neroli?
Mm. I mean, it's floral. I think that's all I smell.
I
It's
feel like it's like floral, but it has like a citrus to me.
mm, I
It's
can
an
see that.
it's not as like a deep, intense floral aroma like a jasmine or a rose. It's got like a
I think
twang.
it's softer.
It's softer. So I
Mm.
think it mixes well with the jasmine or the rose if you feel like those aromas are a little bit too intense for you.
Which is
Uh,
interesting because neroli is an adaptational oil emotionally.
ah,
So it's an oil of shared purpose and partnership, but it helps you to be resilient, more cooperative, committed, helps you to be more empathetic, kind, calm, committed,
I love
a
it.
lot, tolerant.
Yeah, I hear that like it really just helps increase the cooperation, the communication between partners.
Mhm. Yes.
So there was a challenge to just like roll it over the heart, both of you, every night.
Mm.
So try that. Try that, guys.
Try
For the
it
month of February, roll it over
and
the
let
heart.
us know.
Let us know. Let us report back.
Can I
So,
read this piece? Because this was really beautiful when we talk about that, like acceptance and such. It says, Neroli teaches that unity blossoms from adaptation, cooperation, tolerance, perseverance, and kindness. It encourages active acceptance and supportive space for your chosen partner.
That's so
Isn't that
beautiful.
beautiful?
Yeah, that's what we want.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we want. Pull your oils out, guys.
Pull them out. If
I
you
love
don't
it.
have none, get some today.
This is your sign. Our neroli is sourced from Egypt again. And fun fact, what it takes one ton of neroli blossoms is needed to produce 1 kilogram of neroli oil. So that's awesome. And what I thought was interesting about this one is that it's known in the perfume industry. It's a desired fragrance, and it can be heavily diluted and still remain highly effective, which is great to know for your pocket.
Right.
um, it complements rose and jasmine really well. We talked about earlier, and it really does help with that emotional connection between partners. So, and I love it for the skin. I use it on my skin. Sometimes I use it as underneath my deodorant. Like sometimes I'll do an oil before I put my deodorant on, and I just like the twang that neroli brings.
Nice.
Love it, love it. Okay, and last but not least, and guys, you have the second reaction to. I was gonna say, I love all these oils. That's why they're here. But my oil
This,
of choice is ylang ylang.
this the favorite for me. Mhm.
Ylang ylang. It works almost every time. It works almost
Yes, it
every
is.
time. It's sourced in Madagascar. Fun fact about our ylang ylang is that in Java, Indonesia, this is setting it up for you. You'll know. Ylang ylang flowers were used to adorn the newlyweds' beds, right? And it is a known aphrodisiac. So
Mhm.
I'm gonna encourage you to add that bad boy in there with that jasmine and the rose. I love the fragrance of ylang
I
ylang.
do
I don't
too.
know, do you? Yeah, it's
I do too.
heavily
You'll
it's
thank us later.
yes, it's heavily used in the perfume market. But this is pure. It
Mhm.
smells so incredibly good, and it works like a charm. So you can I've had a lot of my customers, this is always the oil that I tell people to start with, and then to pull in the rose and the jasmine as needed for personal, but like, in the diffuser, with the massage, mixes really well with balance. And here's a little pro tip for you ladies. Okay, are you ready? Get the beautiful mist, right?
Mhm.
Mm-hmm. First of all, the beautiful aroma is it's like an oil. The combination of those oils really breeds like confidence and
It
like
does.
feminine energy. So you're getting that, and then just add. So put a little bit in your hand, then add a drop or two of ylang ylang, and use it as a non-toxic lube. Okay? You're
Mhm.
welcome. You are
You're
welcome.
welcome. You're
So,
welcome.
how do you use ylang ylang for anything else?
Two ways. This is actually one of my daily pure fumers. I mix it with adaptive.
Ooh.
That, and I did it on accident one day because I had put adaptive on me, and then I put some ylang ylang on my wrist, and I don't know what I was doing in the car, but I sniffed them together, and I was like, "Whoa, I need that in my life." so,
Every day.
so when I came home, I diffused it together and was like, "Oh yeah, this is beautiful." So now I wear that as perfume several days. And then I also use it in clinic for people who have issues with blood pressure. But I always tell them it's because that combination is lavender, ylang ylang, and marjoram. But I'm always like, be careful with the marjoram. Don't be
Right.
surprised when you start rubbing this on if you're not feeling a little bit extra froggy. so
Marjoram
yeah.
has, it's like an anti-aphrodisiac, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. But typically I have found that the ylang ylang really overpowers it.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
So
just
they're
read that.
asking for your non-tox lube recipe again on Instagram.
Oh, the beautiful mist. with a drop or two of ylang ylang. Maybe start out with a drop.
Star one.
Start with one, increase as needed. Um, but yeah, I mean, look at this. Look at all of these ways that you can support your body naturally across so many levels. That's why I love essential oils, because they just do so many different things. They're just so versatile. And us as women, I just think one more time, Dr. Ashley, if you could talk about just really quickly about why we need to be so careful about all the toxins that we are exposed to.
Yeah. So what I normally say, we are exposed to so many chemicals and toxins that we cannot control, right? Just walking outside and breathing, there's toxins that our bodies are having to deal with. And our endocrine system was created to be able to get rid of toxins, but not when we overload our bodies. So when you think about the lotions, the body washes, the deodorants, the hair products, the perfumes, the cleaning products, the laundry detergents, and on and on and on. Our bodies, especially women, because we tend to use way more chemicals and products than men. So our body can only take so much. And those endocrine disruptors, what they do is they throw off our hormonal balance because they act like estrogen in our bodies. So think about it this way. Your ovaries are basically being told by the toxins that are coming into your body that there's an overflow of estrogen there. So it's not going to produce more. So of course things start to get crazy. Your hormones get crazy, your periods get crazy, your moods are all over the place. We're hot flashing and night sweating, we're holding on to weight, we're doing all those things. It's because our bodies are all over the place from a hormonal standpoint. And it's not a hard thing to fix. When we start really focusing in on that toxin-free living, we start doing some internal work. We could talk about all of the claricolin, phytoestrogen, and all of the other beautiful products that we have to help. But in addition to the hormone balance piece, what we're also doing when we put chemicals and toxins in and on our body, we're increasing inflammation, which is going to be issues with pain. That's the reason why we're seeing such an increase in autoimmune disorders, all of those things, because our body cannot keep up with excreting the amount of toxins that we are putting in and on our bodies. So it's really important, and especially as we get older, like, now we're in the 40s. So it's like feeling vitality real hard, right? It's like we really want to be intentional about the things you can control. So pull that diffuser or that plug-in out of your wall, get you a diffuser. I do care if you get a diffuser off Amazon, but I would prefer that with some doTERRA oils if we have to choose, right? But we really have to be very intentional as we age, and with our kids, with what we're putting in and on their bodies, because I think we're setting them up for a life of pain, autoimmune disorders, and all these other random things that we were not seeing 100 years ago.
Girl, we need to do a whole class on this, and we will.
We will do that.
We already started talking about that, so stay tuned. If you are here for it, if you want more, if you want to do a Zoom, like a little Zoom private meeting, just let us know. Let us know. We'll make it happen. But this was great. So if you are new, you do not have a doTERRA account, we do have a special bundle for you that will come with some freebies. So we will post it on our respective pages with a link to purchase after a little bit later today. So just be on the lookout for that. But it'll include everything in here plus a couple of bonuses. That's if you're new. If you haven't ordered in a long time, in over a year, there's also going to be some extra bonuses for you if you place a 100 PV order, loyalty order. So, and then for those of you who are loyal customers, you got all the oils and you just need to re-up on these babies. You already know the power of them. Make sure you order on LRP, on your loyalty program. Get it over 100 PV so you can get that free shipping and get all those reward points. Thank you, Dr. Ashley, for joining me this morning.